Oh, hello everybody. This continuing, I have two more from my critical thinking section here. I'd like to know how you think. What do you think? Knowing your plans for the weekend or what you did last year is interesting to a certain point. I like to know, I like to put people in various situations and find out what they would do. Okay? This here is called Do You Cut Into the Lane? So it has to do with driving. Personally, I think it's kind of funny because I think I probably know what most people will say, but it would be interesting for some of you to prove me wrong. Well, I'm going to go ahead and read it. The argument for cutting in the lane and the argument for staying in the right lane. Okay, here we go. Every day, your commute back home requires you to exit from a two-lane road onto a highway. To do so, you must be in the right lane. But that right lane backs up for 2 miles, adding 20 minutes to your daily commute. You're tempted to stay in the left lane, which moves much more quickly, and then right before the highway on-ramp, you cut ahead of the cars that have been waiting for 20 minutes. Do you cut in? I would. If I knew I could get in, I would cut in. Well, here's the argument for cutting in, for doing it, okay? Unlike some of the drivers, you're exhausted from a full work day, and when you get home, you're going to have the energy to listen to your children, break up their fights, be present for your spouse, and so on. You have a lot of other things to do in your house. To sit in that gridlock for that 20 minutes every day makes you a worse spouse and parent. Or does it? If that's what you have to do to put bread on the to put food on the table, that's just what you have to do, I think. Okay? The argument for staying in the right lane, for staying in that gridlocked traffic. Many other people also would be more effective human beings if they didn't have to sit in that right lane for 20 minutes. Even if your rationale is more compelling than some of theirs, the lesson you give to the other drivers is that selfishness pays. So, what do you do? I would personally go and get into the left lane, drive up ahead, and then cut into the right and back into the right lane. Because I would not be, from being so far in the traffic, so far back, I wouldn't know what is holding up the traffic. Is it somebody on their cell phone? Is that what's holding up this traffic? And if you are able to cut back into the right lane just before the on-ramp, then there's definitely somebody in the traffic that's holding up the traffic. Probably doing something they should not be doing, like being on their cell phone, whether they're texting or or they're actually talking to somebody on the phone, or they're doing something in the car. Whether they're putting makeup on or shaving, either one. That's something you don't need to do while you're in traffic. So I would personally cut in, and I say, well, if everyone would speed up and everyone would move ahead when the traffic lightens up, I wouldn't have to do that. So I think I would do it. I would definitely cut in, get into the left lane, drive up ahead, and then cut back into the right lane somewhere, either at the on-ramp or just before the on-ramp. I would try to get back into the right lane. Okay, now what would you do? And of course, please share your comments with us in the comment section below. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Okay, I have one more, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload these.